Hi rescuers, I'm Dave Dalrymple. I'd like to talk to you today about some new training evolutions and some concepts that we're going to talk about over time. The first one we're going to talk about is think about your stabilization of your vehicle on its wheels. Now I know most times this is what we're dealing with. We go out to a motor vehicle crash, the vehicle is upright, we use cribbing, either normal cribbing and wedges, or more than likely you're going to use step chocks. Now, you're all familiar how step chocks work. Well, one of the things to think about is vehicles today have become much lower to the ground. And when you insert the step chock into the vehicle, a lot of times it's sticking out, becomes a trip hazard, and you're not really capturing all that much of that vehicle. One of the devices we want to show you today is something that you can build at the firehouse called a quick chock. And how do you build this? Well, it's 3 4x4 cribs that are between 16 and 20 inches long. Over top of that, we're going to put a platform of plywood, half-inch plywood that's screwed down and glued in place. But on top of it, we're going to insert a 6x6 wedge. Now that's going to take up the gap between the platform on the ground and the bottom of the vehicle. Now you'd be surprised how quickly you can insert this and make it flush with the side of the vehicle and capture the vehicle much more solidly than a normal step chock evolution. So watch how we do this. Now that the hazard survey is complete, the rescue crew is going to come in and start to do stabilization with our quick chocks. As you can see, the platform goes down first. The large 6x6 wedge goes in over top and gets tapped in place. Next, the rescuer is going to come in and he's going to start tire deflation. Tire deflation is going to lock the car onto the cribbing itself and make it positive. Now, as you can see, the car is dropping down onto the cribbing itself, making a platform for us to work off of tool-wise. Now, obviously with stabilization, we're going to need to do it on all 4 corners. So we've done the front. We're going to come in and do the rear corner now in front of the back tire. Our normal vehicle on its wheels, if we were using step chocks, they would be sticking out a little bit depending on how low the vehicle is. If you notice with these devices, it's flush against the side of the vehicle, eliminating the trip hazard and yet still making the vehicle sit on a platform and be positive locking. Rescuers, now we've inserted a step chock next to the quick chock just to show you the difference. That's about as far as that step chock would have went under if we were using that as our primary stabilization tool. As you can see, it sticks pretty far out. And if we had to pop the door, it would actually push the step chock away from the car. Whereas the quick chock is nice and flush against the side of the vehicle and out of your way. We're going to see a lot more of this as time goes along because vehicles are getting lower and lower to the ground. See, rescuers, that went pretty quick. If you think about that, that might even be a little bit faster than normal step chocks and 4-point stabilization. As you can see, platform goes in, the wedge goes in over top, it gets tapped in a little bit, real solid. And in fact, one of the things, if you deflate tires as well, you can insert the quick chock first, deflate the tire, and go from corner to corner to corner very rapidly. Simple, straightforward. I'm Dave Dalrymple. I'd like to thank you for watching Training Minutes today, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, Homatro, as well. Be safe out there.